Okay, guys, this is the final homework that I gave you. Extra practice, page 115, 23 through 33 odd. Let me read you the answers first. All right, 23, we have 3 hundredths. Number 25, we have 11 hundredths. Number 27, we have 62%. Number 29 is 87%. Jeez, can't read my own writing. And number 31 is 65 hundredths. And finally, 33 is 82%. All right, let's just do this, get this done. Hopefully by now you're getting the hang of this. It's really not that hard. There is some work involved. There is some thinking involved. It's nothing you guys can't do. So let's just hit it. All right, number 23, we have 3%. We have to change it into a decimal. Now, the good thing about this chapter, this lesson, you probably already noticed, you don't have to simplify or worry anything about that. It's just changing one thing to another. No simplifying involved. Okay? So 3% would be 3 hundredths. And as I noticed, but I should have said this before, this is less than 100%. So that means it's less than a whole. We don't have the whole thing. So we have a part of it. That means we have 0 as a whole number. And then 3 hundredths, 2 place values, 1, 2. 3 hundredths. Easy peasy. Number 25, we have 11%. 11%, 11 hundredths, 0.11 hundredths. Okay. Now, I tend to like using the transition fraction. It's just easy for me to do it this way, but you don't have to do it this way. Just a reminder, you can do the decimal point where you change this to 3.0%, take away the percent, move the decimal point to the left 2 spaces to get this. Same thing. It's just a matter of what you're comfortable with, okay? 27. All right. We have 0.62, 62 hundredths. Change it to a percent. Same thing. 60. The name gives me the answer. 62 hundredths. Now, eventually, you just get to a point where we'll just say, oh, it's just 60%. Done. But for the sake of argument, let me do the work. Use the transition fraction. 62 hundredths. 62 hundredths. 62%. It's whatever works for you, all right? 29. All right. We have 87 hundredths. Okay, for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and do the decimal just so you can see, just so you don't get out of practice. All right. 87 hundredths. All right, I'm going to rewrite it. I'm going to move that decimal point to the right 2 spaces. 1, 2. So I have 82.0. Or sorry, 87.0. Add a percent. But you don't need that 0.0. So it's just 87%. Easy peasy. Okay? Number 31. Okay, it's a word problem, so I'm going to slow down just a bit. In 1 hour on a certain street, 65% of the cars that passed were black. Write 65% as a decimal. Okay? So I just got to write what I heard. 65% of cars that passed were black. Change it to a decimal. Change it to a decimal. Sorry, if I ate something, it's not agreeing with me. Anyways, 65%. 65 per 100. Because that's what a percent is. Per 100. That's 65 hundredths. That's 0. Again, why 0? This is less than 100%. You don't have the whole thing. So you have 0 saying, hey, you don't have a whole. It's just part. You have part of something. That's it. So 0 and part of something, which in this case is 65 parts out of 100. And there you go. 65 hundredths. Tenths hundredths. And finally, 33. In a recent study, 0.82 or 82 hundredths of Americans own a cell phone. What percent is equivalent to 0.82 or 82 hundredths? Okay, there we go. 82 hundredths. And again, like I said, you don't have to worry about simplifying or any of that business. 82 hundredths, tenths hundredths, 82%. And that's it. Homework is done. I hope this made sense.